When learning exponent rules, think of levels of power. Start with doing nothing, which I use this symbol to represent. One level higher than that is adding, then multiplying is stronger than adding, and raising to a power, which you can also recognize through parentheses, is even stronger than that. Look at the level that you're using in the problem. Whatever level you're on, do the level lower than that. So if the variables are being raised to another power, multiply the exponents. If the variables are being multiplied, add the exponents. And if the variables are being added, do nothing to the exponents. Let's look at some examples with these levels of power in mind. For instance, if we have x to the 6th plus 5x to the 6th, we just add like terms and get 6x to the 6th. Notice that we combined the coefficients to get the front number, but the exponent didn't change. Since we were adding, we did one level lower and did nothing to the exponents. Now if we have x to the 3rd times x to the 4th, we're multiplying in the problem. So we do one level lower, which is adding. So we add the 3 and the 4 to get x to the 7th. Now, if we have x to the 3rd and we raise that to the 4th power, see how the parentheses show us that we're raising it to another power? So that's one thing that you can look for. Since we're raising to a power, which is the strongest level, we do one level below that, and we multiply the exponents to get x to the 12th. So if you keep these levels in mind and always do one level lower, that's all you need to know instead of trying to memorize the exponent rules independently. Now the same rules apply for levels of things that make things smaller. So we can start with nothing, and then go to subtraction, and then division, and then some kind of radical. Again, whatever level we're doing, we do one level lower. So if we have x to the 5th minus 4x to the 5th, we're subtracting. So we add like terms and we get -3 as our coefficient, but the exponent, the 5, stays exactly the same. Now when you're dividing x to the 8th over x squared, we do one level lower than dividing, which is subtracting. So we do 8 minus 2 to get the exponent of 6. Now notice it's important, and we'll go into detail on another video about this, but subtract the top exponent minus the bottom exponent and put the answer on the top. That'll help you keep things straight. Now if we have a radical, let's say it's the 8th root of x to the 32nd. Just because they're big numbers, they still work exactly the same. So since we're doing a radical, we do one level lower, which is divide. So we divide the inside exponent by the outside exponent. The 32 divided by 8 is 4. So this answer simplifies to x to the 4th. So just like with the levels of power getting bigger, the levels of power getting smaller work the same way. If you can just remember the levels, all you need to know is do one level down.